India's military in 2025 stands as one of the most formidable forces globally, reflecting decades of strategic development, defense modernization, and geopolitical balancing. With consistent investment in defense capabilities, a growing indigenous defense industry, and an active role in regional security, India has emerged as a major global military power. As of 2025, India ranks fourth globally in military strength, only behind the United States, Russia, and China. This ranking reflects its expansive defense infrastructure, strong human resource base, and significant military technology development. India's military strength is not only rooted in numbers but also in the strategic modernization of its tri-services Army, Navy, and Air Force. In the financial year 2025 to 2026, India allocated around Rs 81 lakh crore, approximately $82 billion to its defense sector. This marked a 9.53% increase from the previous fiscal year and comprised approximately 13.45% of the total national budget. A key theme of India's defense spending is self-reliance. Nearly 75% of the capital outlay for defense modernization is now being directed towards procurement from domestic sources. This is part of the broader Atmanirbhar Bharat Self-Reliant India initiative, aimed at reducing dependency on foreign military imports and boosting local defense manufacturing. State-owned defense enterprises, along with the private sector, have been encouraged to design and produce next-generation systems, including aircraft, armored vehicles, drones, and naval platforms. Indigenous systems such as the light combat aircraft Tejas, Arjun tanks, and various missile systems are increasingly forming the backbone of India's defense inventory. India maintains one of the world's largest armed forces in terms of active manpower, active personnel, approximately 1.46 million reserve personnel, about 1.15 million paramilitary and auxiliary forces, over 2.5 million. The Indian Armed Forces are composed of three primary services. Indian Army, the largest component tasked with defending land borders and responding to ground threats. It is equipped with modernized artillery, mechanized infantry, and strategic missile forces. Indian Navy, a blue water navy with growing capabilities in carrier operations, nuclear-powered submarines, and maritime surveillance. The Navy plays a key role in securing the Indian Ocean region, IOR. Indian Air Force, IIF, equipped with multi-role fighters, airborne early warning systems, and strategic airlift capabilities. The IAF continues to modernize with aircraft like the Rafale, Tejas Mach 1A, and indigenous unmanned aerial systems. India is a recognized nuclear weapons state with a declared no first-use policy. It maintains a nuclear triad capability, the ability to deliver nuclear weapons via land-based missiles, aircraft, and submarines. India has also made advances in missile defense and space-based surveillance, with programs aimed at developing anti-satellite weapons, hypersonic missiles, and satellite communication systems to support defense operations. In May 2025, India conducted precision strikes across the line of control in response to a terror attack in Pahalgam, which resulted in the deaths of 26 civilians. Dubbed Operation Sindoor, the mission targeted key terrorist camps and high-value individuals, including senior leadership of terrorist groups operating from across the border. This operation triggered a large-scale aerial engagement between India and Pakistan. Over 100 fighter aircraft from both nations were reportedly involved in dogfights and standoff missile duels, marking one of the largest air battles of the modern era. The conflict saw both countries deploy advanced electronic warfare systems, beyond visual range missiles and unmanned drones, while carefully avoiding escalation into each other's core territories. After several days of high tension, a ceasefire agreement was reached through international diplomatic channels. The agreement included mutual assurances to avoid further escalation and reinforced the importance of dialogue in resolving bilateral issues. Despite the de-escalation, the incident underscored the volatility of the region and the importance of a strong, responsive military force to ensure national security. India's defense research agencies have been actively involved in developing cutting-edge technologies including hypersonic glide vehicles, enhancing strike capabilities and missile evasion, quantum communications for secure military communications, artificial intelligence and robotics for surveillance, autonomous systems, and battlefield support. Cyber warfare units established under the Defense Cyber Agency to counter digital threats. Additionally, India is investing heavily in space-based defense assets. Its military satellites now provide real-time imagery, navigation support, and strategic communications for all three services. India maintains strong defense ties with several countries, including the United States, France, Israel, and Russia. These partnerships involve joint military exercises, technology transfers, defense procurement, and intelligence sharing. India is also a key player in multilateral security arrangements like the Quad with the US, Japan, and Australia, which focuses on Indo-Pacific maritime security. The Indian Navy plays a vital role in India's Indo-Pacific strategy. With increasing competition in the Indian Ocean region, India has expanded its naval presence through new bases, joint patrols, and maritime agreements with island nations. The commissioning of new destroyers, frigates, and nuclear submarines, along with the development of a second indigenous aircraft carrier, has significantly enhanced India's maritime capabilities. Despite its strengths, India faces several defense-related challenges, managing potential conflicts on both western Pakistan and northern China borders. Resource allocation involves balancing modernization with rising pension and salary expenses. Technology gap, catching up with global leaders in AI, hypersonics, and autonomous weapons. Nevertheless, India's roadmap for the future remains focused on becoming a self-reliant and technologically advanced military power. India's military power in 2025 is marked by robust investment, growing self-reliance, and strategic readiness. From vast human resources to modernized platforms and an assertive regional posture, India continues to rise as a key security player in Asia and globally. While challenges remain, its sustained efforts in innovation, diplomacy, and defense preparedness make it one of the most capable and confident armed forces in the world today.